Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time on this channel, you're welcome. I am A.H.P. I'm an author and I also do business. Now today's video is for that part of my channel where we talk about real life issues, and today I'm going to be talking about pension. Okay, so for those of you who are going into the pension age, retirement age where you receive your pension, this video is for you. Or if you have friends and family members who are heading towards their pension as well, share this video with them, so that they're prepared in advance, especially for people in places like Nigeria, Uganda, but even other countries, worldwide. Share with people, share with your loved ones, share with your friends. Also keep note of it for yourself, because as you are working, you should think of your retirement years, okay, of what life will look like for you in your old age, your retirement years, okay? So work, and this is for both men and women, okay? And I've had to think about it myself as well and prepare myself accordingly. So a few months ago, this is actually a delayed video that should have been filmed months and months ago, okay? But we're here now, so yeah, let's get into it. So sometime last year I watched a documentary on YouTube on the issue of pension and how Nigerian pension age people are being treated, and it wasn't a very nice thing to witness, to be honest. Even from the camera length, it wasn't a pleasant thing to witness. And so I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so sad. You know, I wish I wish more people knew about this. And the video basically showed people who worked in government jobs. Imagine working for years and years for the government, within government jobs, whether it's teaching, whether it's human resources or anything, any kind of job within the government system, right? Imagine doing that for years. And then you retire in your 60s or 70s, right? And you've been promised that, they're taking part of your money towards your pension and they'll give it to you once you retire. So you're thinking, okay, I've got this amount of money when I retire. At least I can start something in my retirement age, whether it's to buy a plot of land. Some people want to start like a business that will continue to give them money, whether it's somebody else that runs it for them, and they'll just be receiving the money for their upkeep. Some people want to buy land and have it, have like people work on it and sell the produce, and then they'll be making money off of it. Or their children, if they have older children, like run for them a business that they can still continue living off of for the rest of their life, right? Only for that time to come and you go into the office, to the pension office where you're supposed to go and collect your pension, and they're telling you, sorry, we can't give you your pension. Or sometimes they would come up with excuse. They'll say, you know, you need this document, you need that document, you need proof, and you bring all the document, and they won't give you your money, or they'll give you half of your money, and they'll just look at you boldly in the face and say, sorry, come back tomorrow for the other amount, come back next week, come back next month. And you just keep going and going and going until people like, some people end up giving up, some people end up dying before they receive that pension because they are literally hungry people. They are literally starving. And that is just Nigeria, right? That from that documentary, okay, that I watched. It's a real life issue. And then I was watching, I normally watch Rich Dad Channel by Robert Kiyosaki. So another guy came on his channel, he was hosting him, and I can't remember the name of the guy, but he gave it a scenario. Robert was talking about pension age, okay? Who Stole My Pension is the name of the series, okay? He's done a few of those videos. You can check out Rich Dad Channel, okay? You might find, you'll definitely find the guy there who I'm going to be sharing. So he gave his story of what happened to his dad, okay, when he was younger. So his dad was working for the government, and then and he went to my country. He went to Uganda, right? Working within Uganda. Afterwards, something basically transpired, and they ended up, like, his dad ended up going missing, okay? And because his dad has gone missing, they don't know what to do. And he's underage, he was 8 at the time. He's underage, he's unable to receive any support. I think they end up putting him in care. Like, he ended up losing everything that his dad worked for, including his dad's pension, was all swept, like gone, right? The government kept it and everything, right? Until when he grew up, he went back to Uganda and started to trace back, you know, to find out what really happened to his dad. Because by now, they believe that his dad is dead. Okay, that's the only explanation they can think of. Like, the government probably killed his dad off. Okay, and this is not an unusual case in Uganda. Okay, so then he started to do research on what happens to people within government jobs, like their pension years, and he realized that it was the same story with everybody, like not necessarily being killed off or anything like that, like his dad, like they believe his dad was, but their pension were being taken. The government wouldn't give them their pension. Then they end up like poor in their old age, unable to feed, and they just relying on family members, relying on people's goodwill and all of that, right? And I was saddened by that. But then I noticed as well, in the UK, like where we live, there are people within the pension age who are now like, some of them are okay because they put things in place that allow them to continue having money even after they've retired, okay? Because there's still things that you can do that will continue giving you money even after you retire. It's called passive income, okay? Generates passive income and continues to give you money that you can live off of for the rest of your life. And that's the best thing to do, okay? So I noticed that people within the pension age, they are given benefit, but imagine just being given £100 a week. It's not enough, especially in this economy. You have to pay for your electricity, you have to pay for your food, you have to pay for your gas, you have to I don't know if they pay council tax, maybe it's deducted, but I know some of them don't pay rent, or their rent is really subsidized. Some of them don't pay electricity because they have solar system put in place for them, but there's loads of them who have to pay other bills, and it's not enough, and they don't have a passive income coming in. So now they're living in cold places, cold homes during winter, hardly any food in their cupboards, and all of that stuff, right? And medication as well, because there's certain ailments that, or sicknesses, should I say, that is no longer treated by the NHS, okay, which is a government health care system. They're no longer treated. So if they don't have extra money and they have such sicknesses, guess what? They end up continuing suffering. Or if they have family members, they have to rely on the family members to pay privately for them to be treated. Okay? And that is a lot to deal with. And so one thing I would say, that if you are approaching that age, pension age, don't rely on the government to put money aside for you. Don't rely on them. Don't rely on them. Okay? They say what they'll do, but don't rely just solely on that. Okay? Begin to put money aside for yourself. Begin to work on passive income for yourself for your later years, or even for now. Even if you've retired now, like you're 60, 70, people are living longer now. Okay, so put something in place. Find passive income that you can live off of. For me, for example, I started like buying assets that I can liquidate when I need money in my pension years, okay, that I can sell off and use that money for my upkeep in my old age. And I'm also like working on my books, so that my books will just be online and people will be buying it, and I'll be getting money from it throughout my, for the rest of my life, basically. Even in my old age, having people buy my books, and me receiving passive income as and when I need it, to be able to use as and when I need it. And that is what I'd advise people: have passive income for your old age. Don't just have that money, the pension scheme money. Don't just rely on that, because it might not be enough, or you might not even get it. So, and another thing is, don't just buy land, okay? Because a lot of people, they just buy land and they keep it there, and and then they buy their house, especially in Africa. They buy a house, or they'll build a house, and they'll have a house, they'll have a piece of land, and they think that's it. But what happens when you need to buy, when you can't go and dig anymore on that land and you don't have children who are willing to go and farm for you? What are you going to do? And then you don't have enough money to pay workers. If you have enough money to pay workers, fair enough. But if you don't have enough money to pay workers to do the farming for you, what are you going to do? You're still going to be back to square one, not able to feed yourself, not able to pay your bills, because you're still going to need to pay for utilities, and you're still going to have to buy things like sugar, buy things like clothes, get your hair done, and all of those things that require money. So it's not just enough to have a house and own land. It's not enough. Have a form of income that you can have cater for your needs in your old age after you've retired from work. What else would I say? Um, mm, yeah, and you can, if you can afford real estate, get a property or build a property that you can rent out and use that for your old age, where you can continue renting it out, and the income from the rent is what you'll use to cater for your old age. That is great as well. That's also considered passive income. And have a company that can manage the property for you, got well and good. Consider that as well. There are people who I know personally who have done that, but they manage it themselves, their properties themselves. They are into real estate as part of their retirement plan, and it's worked out well for them. Okay, they manage it themselves, and I would say go for that. If real estate is the thing for you, go for that. If um, having a business that doesn't require you working on it consistently, go ahead, do that. Like for me, I'm converting some of my books into digital books so that they so that I don't have to print out, be posting out books, going to the post office and all of that. I wouldn't have to do that. But in the UK, you have people who can come and collect your books directly from your home. They service pick and drop services where they come and they drop off the delivery for you. You could use that as a service. But that's it, guys. Consider having passive income for your retirement age. Prepare, have assets that you can sell, have assets that you can use in your old age to supplement you financially in your old age on top of what you already have. And also, don't just rely on government for your pension years. Don't do that. Okay? So that's it, guys. I shall see you in the next video. Bye.